Gentlemen, welcome to the Laptop Lap Dances Week 4 recap. Let's get started. First off, let's go over our scores. Jesse absolutely whipped my butt 215 to 100. Justin beat Ethan in a barn burner of a matchup 175 to 156. Hats off to both of you for a good week. Nathan beat Danny 166 to 101. Josh beat Noah 133 to 102, and Brent beat Stevo in another barn burner, you would say, 108 to 100. Our median was a pretty low 121.17, and I went a low 1-4 on my predictions this week, and on the year I am 8-12. All right, down in the dumps. So all 5 of our bottom 5 teams this week are teams that did not win the median. All barely even cracked 100. Our highest scorer of the bottom 5 was Brent, who scored 108.95, and he was the only one who was lucky enough to get to play another one of us. He beat Steven by 8 points. So it just a really weird week fantasy wise, where you have 5 teams barely even cracking 100 when the median's 121.17. It was just crazy, and it's a really unfortunate for these 5 teams, but it's going to be a bounce back. Last week Danny almost broke our league record. He scored 221 points. This week he scores 101. That's just how fantasy football is. It's so volatile. Speaking of which, stop. He's already dead. We have to talk about this absolute shellacking that Jesse gave me this week. I mean, it was just brutal. I knew about 30 minutes into the 1 o'clock games that it was going to be a bad week. His guys just kept scoring touchdown after touchdown. 215 to 100. He outscored me by 115 points. He doubled my points plus an extra 15. Even if I had set a perfect lineup, I would have lost by 75. There's nothing I could have done. He absolutely shellacked me this week. Hats off to you, Jesse, for a great week. All right, our injury report. T. Higgins, he's got a rib issue. Another tough loss for Stevo. It seems that he might have been the one bitten by the injury bug. We'll see. But T is week to week. We'll see when he gets back. It's all when that rib gets healthy. Kenny Pickett has a knee issue. He's considered week to week, but reports are currently saying that he might get to play this week. Mike Evans has a hamstring injury. He did not come back in the game after he got hurt, but we're not sure how long he'll be out yet. We'll see. Javonte Williams has a hip injury. He's also considered week to week. We'll see how long that keeps him out. And my tight end, Pat Freiermuth, has a hamstring injury, and he's out at least 2 to 3 weeks, with the Steelers bye week coming next week. Those are all of our major injuries that happened this week. All right, let's get on to these awards. The knockout award for the biggest margin of victory does go to Jesse Witt for beating me by 115 points. Hats off to you. The high score award for the most points on the week does also go to Jesse Witt for scoring 215 points. Hats off to you. The close call awards, the least amount of points in a win goes to Brent, and the most amount of points on a loss goes to Ethan. Hats off on going 1-1. The Better Luck Next Week award for the least amount of points on the week does go to me. Stevo outscored me by 0.1. Good thing me and him weren't playing this week, but I did have the worst week. The Bench Warmers award for the most points left on your bench does also go to me. When you have David Montgomery score 3 touchdowns on your bench, that happens. The One-Man Army Award, we really might have to change this to the Two-Man Army Award, because we have 2 winners here. Josh Allen and Christian McCaffrey for Justin scored 96.4 points, and that was 55% of his team's total points. And then Nathan had Justin Fields and Stephon Diggs score 75.25, and that was 45% of their team total. So 2 big weeks for these owners off the backs of these players. Hats off to you guys. The Golden Goose Award, we got 2 winners this week. Brent for his defense scoring 0, and myself for having Jordan Addison score 0. Just love getting a Golden Goose. All right, and our Mamba Mentality Award for the win of the week. There were lots of good candidates this week. It was honestly a tough choice to make, but I ultimately had to give this one to our boy Nathan Patrick for knocking off our only undefeated team this week in spectacular fashion, scoring over 160. Hats off to you, Nathan, for finally giving him his first loss and having a big win. And that will be our Week 4 recap. Week 5 preview comes out tomorrow. Good luck, everybody, and let's ride.